Hey guys, I hope you're all doing really well. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a very exciting video and it is the introduction to my new Pan That palette for 2022. And I know that people do like themes for their Pan That palettes, I think. I don't. I just pick a palette that I want to pan and pan it. And also I only have like a very few amount of palettes to choose from anyway. So without further ado, the palette that I've chosen to work on in the year of 2022 is my Big Beauty Bay palette. This has got 42 eyeshadows in it and I'll show you what it looks like. It's cruelty free and vegan, and this is what the palette looks like. So you might be able to tell, but I have a couple of eyeshadows that have pan in already. So this shade here, this peachy shade, is called Honesty, and I have pan in that one. I have pan in Delicate at the top there. And I'm going to be perfectly honest with you guys, I have absolutely no idea what my sort of end goal for this palette is. I certainly want to hit pan on every single shadow in this palette this year, so I suppose that is one end goal, but in terms of being able to use up the whole pan, I don't think that is going to be achievable for this year, just obviously because there are 42 eyeshadows in here. So let me just try and find out what the grammage is. Yeah, 1.4 grams in each eyeshadow, so they're not small either. However, I definitely think that I'm going to try and completely use up a fair amount of these shades as well. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to initially go with the goal of hit and pan on every single shadow, and then once I've hit that goal we can move on from there and maybe I can rework the sort of end goal. But I'm really looking forward to jumping into this palette after having worn essentially purple eyeshadow for the majority of 2021. I'm so looking forward to diving into this palette and reaching for some of these blues, which are my favourite, and these coppery tones. I'm actually wearing this palette today. I have the shade Salted Caramel all over the lid, and I think I have Maple Syrup in my crease to blend that out. So obviously I've had use on this palette before. I actually currently use a sort of mixture of Earth, Take a Hike, Grizzly and After Dark in my eyebrows since I've dyed my hair dark. So for the last month or so, 2 months, I've been using these matte browns here to fill in my eyebrows. I've also had a few of these shades, well, I've had this palette in Pan Those eyeshadows before. So I've worked on Honesty, and I use that as an eyeshadow but also as a sort of highlight blush topper because it's a lovely like peachy shade. And I also used Delicate in that project to set my under eye concealer, which worked really well. So the good news is I have experience with this palette. I have certain ways that I know I can use up the eyeshadows, and obviously I'm not starting completely from scratch, so I probably should obviously like let you know that it's not like any progress I have on this palette isn't completely from scratch. But I picked this one again because I don't have that many to choose from, but also because I don't know what I'm going to look like this time next year. I could have completely different hair, I could have a different colour, and the good thing about this palette and what I love about it is that it is, apart from these blues obviously, it's just a very neutral standard eyeshadow palette. It's got creams, it's got browns, it's got coppers, bronzes, shimmery browns, matte browns, all of the neutrals that I could want. So that's why I've chosen this palette. Obviously this is just a very quick introduction video from me today, but I really hope you'll join me on this project and subscribe to my channel to stay updated with my progress. I hope you're all doing really well. Take care and I'll see you in my next video.